Hey y'all, good afternoon, good morning, good evening. Because why did I say good afternoon first? It ain't even, well, actually, it. Anyway, welcome back to the First Responder Readiness podcast. I'm so glad you're here. Today, we're breaking down sleep deprivation for first responders. And why you feel exhausted even when you've slept. For those of y'all who sleep, if you know, you know how it affects your performance, and what you can start doing to improve your energy and recovery. Do you feel strong and capable on shift, but find yourself exhausted halfway through? Do you train in the gym but still feel unprepared when the call hits? Are you starting to wonder if wear and tear just comes with the job? If so, you're in the right place. Hey, I'm Alicia Black, an athletic trainer, strength and conditioning specialist, and a first responder performance coach. I help tactical professionals build strength that actually transfers to the job, manage fatigue, train with intention, and create durability without adding more stress to an already demanding schedule. If you're ready to train for the call, not just the gym, recover smarter, and build a body that lasts through your career, lace up your boots, shift starting, let's go. My mission, my goal today as an athletic trainer and strength and conditioning specialist who has a heart to serve my first responders is to help y'all understand that feeling constantly tired is not just about not getting enough sleep. It's about how the body responds to disrupted sleep, stress, and shift work. I want to help you shift your mindset from I'm just tired, that's part of the job, to my fatigue has a cause and I can start to manage it. By the end of this, you should be able to understand why you feel exhausted even after you sleep, how to recognize sleep deprivation and how it affects performance and recovery, and have simple strategies to improve energy and recovery. For my leadership and training officers, sleep deprivation isn't just discomfort. It affects performance, decision making, and injury risk across the whole department. Think about it. You get off shift, you finally get some sleep, but you wake up and still feel tired. Not just tired, you feel heavy, you feel slow, like you're just not fully there. So, what's going on? If you're listening to this and thinking, this is exactly what I've been dealing with, I've created something for you. It's called the Fit for the Call Insider, where I share simple strategies to help you move better, recover faster, and stay ready for the job. You can join at www.ebtraining.net/First Responder Insider, or you can hit the link in my show notes. As we all probably know, sleep deprivation is one of the most common challenges in first responder, but it's often misunderstood. It's not just about hours of sleep, it's about disrupted sleep cycles, stress, and accumulated fatigue. It kind of seems like we keep coming back to this accumulated fatigue thing. So I'm going to try to set the scene as best as I can. You are on your second, maybe third 24-hour shift of this week, or you're on your third or fourth 12-hour shift of this week. You've been picking up overtime. It's nighttime. You lay down, you go to sleep, and tones go off. Interrupted sleep. Calls throughout the night, trying to sleep during the day. Even when you quote unquote sleep, your body isn't fully recovering. Why? Of course, because you're on shift and you don't want to sleep You don't want to fall into too deep of a sleep because you want to make sure that you're going to hear your tone when it goes off. But you know that you need to lay down. You need to close your eyes because you need to rest. All of these things that I'm going to say about how not having sleep, not having adequate sleep, being tired, being exhausted can mimic having being under the influence, being intoxicated. Like, these things y'all already know, but I just want to try to help you put some tools in your bag so that you can be a little bit more better for your next shift or for in the future when times to come. The biggest thing is sleep deprivation isn't just about less sleep, like you're not getting enough sleep. It's about poor quality recovery over time. It's about poor quality recovery over time. Why you're always tired. One, you have interrupted sleep cycles. You don't reach that deep restorative REM sleep where your body is recovering and regenerating. And that's where, if you have a cold, that's where the healing of your body happens. When your muscles are fatigued, whether you've been working out or you have been on a large heavy call, your body doesn't know the difference. That's where all of that healing and regeneration happens. 2, the circadian rhythm is disrupted. Your body clock, the inside clock, you know, why people take melatonin. Well, not to say just you should or should not take melatonin, but melatonin is a natural occurring product in your body that, like, your body naturally produces. And so working rotating shifts or working nights, like, it can very much throw off your circadian rhythm, and the secretion of different products that your body naturally creates can be thrown off. 3, accumulated fatigue. I'm talking about it. I'm talking about it now, and I've talked about it before. My goodness, not fully recovering between shifts. So you're fatigued and you don't recover. Okay, so then you're going to go work another shift or do something else stressful, whether it's good or bad stress. Like, stress is stress. Your body doesn't really know the difference between the two. Then you tack that on top of that. So now you have last night's fatigue and now today's fatigue. And then you go on and do something else, and now you have a week's worth of fatigue, accumulated fatigue. And it's because you haven't recovered properly. What does this affect? A lot. Reaction time, strength, coordination, decision making, injury risk. Just like how we know, or if you didn't know, you know now. If you didn't know, now you know. I'm so sorry, I couldn't resist. But like how I said, a lack of sleep can look like or feel like in the body being under the influence. Well, if you're under the influence of drugs and alcohol, reaction time is affected, your strength is affected, your coordination is affected, your decision making is affected, and your risk of injury goes up. So here's the thing. You're not just tired, your performance is changing. I know. Stop yelling at me. Alicia, you're saying all these things and there isn't anything that I can do and you don't understand. This is just how my shift is, and this is just how my department works. I know. So that's why the first actionable takeaway that I'm going to say, number 1, control what you can control. Yeesh. So what can you control? Focus on your sleep environment, because you need, or the goal here is to improve your sleep quality. So how do we do that? A dark room, blackout curtains if you can. If not, sleep mask or some sort of way to create a dark space for you to go to sleep. So it'll help you to fall asleep faster and hopefully stay asleep. Cool temperatures, okay? Get it nice and cool in there so your body my body anyway, when I go to sleep, my body heats up. But when it's colder in the room, I feel it in the morning that I have slept better. And limit light exposure. So obviously, dark room. If you can't do the curtains, then get a mask to cover your eyes so you can limit the light exposure. Number 2, use short recovery windows. Short naps when possible. I know that I was like, well, your sleep cycle is being interrupted. Yeah, but maybe take a nap versus you're up all day and you're like, well, I'm up. Let me just keep working and doing, hoping that at night you'll just be able to fall out to sleep. Studies have shown that yes, it is healthy to get 8 hours of sleep, but they're not necessarily saying that you need to get 8 hours of sleep at night. 8 hours of sleep in 24 hours. This helps reduce fatigue accumulation. And 3 simple recovery routines. This helps the body transition out of stress. I have talked about recovery and different things that you can do, different activities that you can do for recovery, and I will link those in the show notes. So a little homework that I have for you. Pick one thing to improve your sleep environment. I know you're like, well, I haven't getting any sleep and I'm exhausted and I don't want all of this fatigue accumulation and lower coordination. I understand. But just like with anything else, if we try to change everything at one time, you're more likely to resort back to what you have been doing because it just becomes stressful and it's just too much. So just pick one thing to improve your sleep environment. What is that again? Dark room, cool room, limit light exposure. One other thing that you can do is as you lay down on your back, put your thumbs right on like the nape of your neck at the base of your skull and just kind of apply pressure. Close your eyes and then dart your eyes to the right, far right, count to 10, and then go to the left. Count to 10, go to the right, count to 10, go to the left, count to 10. And that should help you to fall asleep quickly. Okay. So again, for this next week, what I want you to do, pick one thing to improve your sleep environment and then notice, do you fall asleep faster? Do you feel slightly more rested? Small improvements matter. If you're ready to start building a body that actually holds up on shift, join Fit for the Call Insider at www.ebtraining.net/First Responder Readiness Insider and click the link, or you can click the link in the show notes. That's where I share the next steps to help you train for the call, not just the gym. Hey First Responder, I hope today's episode served you. If it did, take 30 seconds and share it with a partner or teammate who could use it too. The reality is most of us push through longer than we should. And if you haven't yet, leave a quick review on Apple Podcasts. It genuinely helps the show reach more responders who need it. Take care of yourself and take care of each other out there, and I'll meet you back here for the next episode. Bye.